Hi, second grade. Okay, I'm going to go over 5.4, decompose to subtract today with you. So what you're going to do today is learning target, break apart one-digit numbers to subtract. Okay, so let's read. It says color to show how you can get to a decade number. Remember, a decade number is anything that ends in 0. So like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Okay, by subtracting. So it says 36 minus what equals 30. Okay, so if I start right here, I'm going to get out my coloring utensil. Okay, so make sure you have like a crayon or something. A crayon is probably best, or a colored pencil. Any color is fine. So I start at 36, right? So if I go back, I'm going to go to get to that 30, right? So let's color in 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, and then I end. That's where I would end it. I'm going to not color that in. Okay, so 36, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them colored, right? And then that's what I would color next, but that's my answer, right? So 36 minus, I colored in 6. 36 take away 6 equals 30. Okay, so hopefully that was easy. Okay, because this is a nice decade number. That's a 30. 36 take away 6 equals 30. Okay, look down here. It says, how can the equation above help you find 36 minus 9? So that's a little weird. So bear with me. So 36 minus 9. Let's say I took this 9 and I broke it apart. Just watch. Okay, what did I just do? I did 36 take away 6. I'm going to make this a 6. And then 6 and what is 9? 3, right? So I'm just gonna write this down. You can just watch me. So I have 36, what we just did, minus, what's that? 6. And that equals 30, right? It's a nice decade number. Okay, now are we done? We're not done yet because it's not 36 minus 6. It's 36 minus 9. So we still have to go 3 more. So now I have this 30. I'm going to go 30. Take away this 3. And that equals 27. Okay, now if this doesn't make sense, just bear with me. You do not have to do this. Watch what I do up here. I'm going to change my color. I'm going to change it to green. Okay, so this is my 6. I took away 6, and now watch me take away 3. I'm going to color in 1, 2, 3, and stop. What's my next number going to be? 27, and that's where I get my 27 there. Okay, so make sure that you just have the 6 and then that drawn there, and then we're going to move on to the next page. Okay, I'll explain more on the next page. Okay, all right, let's turn our page. Okay, all right, it says, let's see if I can get onto just one page. Okay, perfect. All right, it says, so I'll read the equation. It says 53 minus 7. So it broke it apart. Watch this. It says break apart 7. Start at 53, subtract 3 to get to 50, because 50 is a decade number, right? Because 7 equals 3 plus 4. 3 plus 4. Subtract 4 more. Okay, so let's say I started over here, 53. I took away what? 3 to get to my decade number. That's my decade number. But it's not 53 take away just 3. It's 53 take away 7. So go back an additional 4 to get to this 46. So 53 minus 7 equals 46. Okay? All right. If this still doesn't make sense, that's okay. This is a little interesting of a lesson. It's saying, let's use decade numbers like this 50, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Those are all decade numbers. Okay. So let's do this together. It says break apart the number being subtracted. Okay, then find the difference. Use the number line to help. Okay, so here's our number line for these that we're going to use, and I'm going to say for you, use a pencil so that you can erase this, because I'm also going to erase on my little screen here. Okay, so it says 64 minus 5. Right, so I'm going to use, you're using a pencil. So we'll start at 64. Okay, now, first thing, jump to a decade. What's the closest decade here? Well, 60 is, right? So jump to 60. Now, what's that jump from 64 to 60? That's what that 4, that's that box for 4. Now, it's not 4 that I'm just doing, it's 5. So I have to go back one more, right? I went back one more for it to be 59. Okay, now let me explain that one more time. 64, did I start at 64? Yes. Okay, now subtract 5. Did I subtract 5? 1, 2, 3, that's 4. And then 5. Yes, I did. But instead of just going back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I went back 4. Back 4, right? That's 4. And then I went back one more. Okay, that's 5, right? So that's my number, my answer, 59. Okay, now I'm going to erase up here because we have more problems. So you can take your eraser and you can erase that too. Okay, I'm gonna get out a different color. I'm gonna get out pink. All right, number 2 says 77 minus 8. So we'll start at 77, right there. Okay, and it says subtract 8. Okay, now I'm just gonna go back to my closest decade, which is 70, right? So 77, go back all the way just to 70. Okay, what is that big number? 77 to 70. Well, that's, I went back 7, right? I went back 7. Now it's not 77 minus 7, it's 77 minus 8. So it's 7, one more. So 7 and 1 is my 8. Okay, so I landed at 69. 69. Okay. All right, I'm going to explain this one more time again as well, because it gets tricky. So again, 77, I started at 77. I went back 8. So let's just make sure I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? I started at 77 minus 8 equals 69. Perfect. And I broke it up into a 7, and then I broke it up into a 1, 1. Okay, all right, I'm going to erase that one again. Whoop. Okay, all right, let's do number 3. I'm going to get a different color for this one. I'm going to do green. Okay, so 75 subtract 7. So we'll start at 75. Let's go back to my decade, 70. Okay, and I know 75 to 70 is 5. Now it's not 5, and it doesn't have these boxes, but I'm just going to do it. So I went back 5. I need to go back how many more for it to be 7? Oh, that's a terrible 2. Let's try that again, Mrs. Lehman. 2, there we go. All right, and then we go back. I'm just gonna go 2, like that. That is 2. So I ended at 68 for that one, 68. Okay, hopefully that makes more sense. All right, let's just make sure I did this one right. 75, go back 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that's my answer right there. I did it right. Good job. Okay, let's go ahead and erase that again. Okay, and I'm going to get a different color. Do red this time. Okay, 82 minus 6. So start at 82, and let's go to 80. Okay, that's just 2. Okay, I'm going to break this up over here as well. So I broke the 6 up into a 2. And then how many more do I have to go back? Let's see, so 6 is into a 2, and what's 2 plus what equals 6? 4, right? let's go back 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I landed at 76. 76. Okay, so let's make sure. 82, 82 minus 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 equals 76. Perfect. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and erase our number line. And our answers. Go ahead and flip to the next page. Okay. So again, on your other page, so if I was showing this 2-page, if I were you, you have your pencil, right? I would go back to the same one if you can. Oh, I guess you can't for some of these. Yeah, I guess you can't. On your desk, at least, I would use a number line, okay? So let's do some of these together. Okay. I'll use red is fine. Okay, so 47 minus 8. So here's my number line. I start at 47. I'm going to go back to my decade. What's my first decade there? It's going to be 40, right? So that's 7. I need to jump back. How many more for it to be 8? 1 more. So what's 1 less? 39. So my answer is 39. All right, this one. Drop my number line. Okay, 56 minus 9. So I'm going to start at 56. And I'm going to go to a decade, which is 50. So that's 6. 6 and what? So I'm going to write this a little bit bigger. So 6. So this one's bigger for me. So I'm going to go like this. Make sure I get it. So that's 6. So 6 and what is 9? Right. 3, right? 3. So I'm going to go back. Boop. That's a terrible 3 there. Okay. And then so 50 minus 3 is 47 there. Okay. So that's a harder to read, but that's 47. Okay. Let's see if you can do 7, 8, 9, and 10 by yourself. Go ahead and pause the video if you're at home. Okay, or at school, you guys can just pause it. And then I will show you the answers here. Okay. So go ahead and pause. Okay. All right, so here are your answers for 7, 8, 9, and 10. And if I were you, I would have drawn the number lines or used your number line on your desk. So this is, so number 7, you should have gotten 38. Number 8, 56. Number 9, 37. Number 10, 37. Okay. All right. So don't forget, look at this 9 and 10. You can put the equals on the other side as well, right? Okie dokie. All right, go ahead and flip to your practice, and that will be your homework for tonight. Good job.